I had every right to have these documents.
Donald Trump's trial on federal charges he illegally retained classified documents was set for May 2024, right in the middle of the Republican presidential primary and 6 months ahead of the general election. U.S. federal judge Aileen Cannon on Friday rejected the former president's request to delay the trial until after the November 2024 contest, but she set the trial months later than the December start date federal prosecutors had requested. A Trump spokesperson said the trial date, quote, allows President Trump and his legal team to continue fighting the criminal case. A spokesperson for U.S. Special Counsel Jack Smith declined to comment when he announced the charges he promised to seek a speedy trial. But Trump's lawyers pushed back, resisting setting a trial date and arguing that any trial should take place after the election. The former president has pleaded not guilty to charges that he unlawfully kept top-secret documents related to national security after he left office and lied to officials who sought to recover them.
Threatening me with 400 years in prison.
The case is one of several legal battles Trump faces as he campaigns for 2024. The former president is set to go to trial in Manhattan on March 25th on separate charges that he falsified business records to conceal a hush money payment to a porn star. And just this week, Trump said he received a letter saying he is a target of a grand jury investigation into efforts to overturn his 2020 election defeat.
We will never give up. We will never concede.
In Europe and in the belt around the Northern Hemisphere, the peak heatwave season rises through January into August. And the planetary waves that lock in these systems that are developing these heat waves are quite difficult to dislocate. They are quite difficult to dislodge. So they're relatively stationary. So we should expect, or at least plan, for these extreme heat waves to continue through August. Well, certainly in the global climate signal, we are seeing minimum temperatures rise faster than the maximums. So that's in a climate sense, but also in the weather sense within these heat wave systems. Once we build up enough heat, we do see the minimums begin to rise, and that means we will be experiencing sustained high temperatures for longer during a day. That builds up the heat in the environment. That is when we lose the capacity to recover overnight.
This is the world's biggest permafrost crater, a gash in the earth of Russia's far east, stretching 2/3 of a mile. And as the planet warms up, the Batagaika crater's permafrost is melting. Locals call it the cave-in or the gateway to the underworld. But it has a scientific name too, a megaslump. Scientists warn the phenomenon is a sign of danger for what's to come. The crater began to appear in the 1960s as a result of deforestation in the area. The deforestation led to the loss of ground ice, which then caused the earth to begin eroding. Since then, locals have taken note of its rapid growth.
Здесь немножко вот от тропинки где-то метров 20-30 было. Сейчас вообще близко, оказывается. Но здесь местами как, с этой стороны где-то метров 10 уходит. С той стороны где-то метров 4-6. Вот так каждый год. Ну и от года по-разному.
Scientists aren't sure exactly how fast the crater will expand, but they say Russia is warming at least 2.5 times faster than the rest of the world, melting the long frozen tundra that covers about 65% of the country's land and releasing greenhouse gases stored in the soil. Researcher Nikita Tananayev says that will further fuel global warming.
It is a sign of danger because this is produced by higher air temperatures, by warming climate, by anthropogenic impact. So we would say that, toward the future, with increasing temperatures, with high anthropogenic pressure, we will see more and more of those megaslumps forming, up until all the permafrost will be gone. Well, which is an extreme case, but I have to pronounce it nonetheless.
Thawing permafrost has already threatened cities and towns across northern and northeastern Russia, buckling roadways, splitting apart houses, and disrupting pipelines.